and welcome. In this series, I'll be showing you how to install an aftermarket Android-based car entertainment system for a 2006 BMW X5 E53 model. First, I'll show you what comes with the box, then show you how to remove the existing OEM stereo in this X5. First off, you got your wiring diagram. Next, you have your GPS antenna. The wire that's in this antenna is long enough so you can have the receiver sitting on the dashboard. They also provide you with a plastic pry tool. This is one of two. Then you have a couple of wiring harnesses. This one you see here right now is the rounded barrel for older X5 models. That's where the steering wheel control is connected. The next one you'll see is the wiring harness with flat pins for newer X5 models. Then you have your accessory kit, with your AV in and all that stuff, as well as a couple of mounting frames and a radio antenna connector. And then you have your microphone. And lastly, you have the head unit. It has a slim body design, which means you'll have more room inside the center console to fit those extra wires. From my research, I found out there are 3 styles of screen to choose from. What I've opted for is this style where the screen is slightly tilted forward for a better viewing angle, especially during daytime driving. At the back of the head unit, you will see several inputs. Starting from the left, you have your Wi-Fi antenna, the microphone input jack, and the ISO input connectors. Then you have the various input connectors for all supported accessories, and lastly, you have the radio antenna input jack. And they actually provided you with the second plastic pry tool. Hi, we're inside a 2006 BMW X5 E53 model, hoping to give this 14-year-old car a bit of a makeover, so to speak, and make it somewhat relevant again. This particular model has the non-DSP stereo, which means all the wiring we need is concentrated in the center dash area and nothing in the rear of the car. In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove the OEM stereo, which can be broken down into 3 parts. The radio on the lower section, the CD player in the upper section, and then you have the flap that covers the CD player. So the next step in the removal process is to remove the radio panel using an Allen wrench and a couple of pry tools. Insert the Allen wrench or a small screwdriver into the hole just below the volume control and twist it counterclockwise, then hold it in place. While you're holding it in place, insert your preferred pry tool in between the radio and the dash, just under where the volume control is. Then pry it out. Once you release the clip holding it in place, you can simply lift out the left-hand side and take it out like so. Disconnect the wire by pushing the clip on top of the release lever, then slide it down. Once in the down position, just simply pull out the connector. From here, you will see 2 hex screws on either side, which you will need to release. Simply loosen both screws using an Allen wrench. It takes about 20 rotations to fully release the screw. And take note that the screw stays in place even after completely loosening it. If you can wiggle the CD player like this, that means you're ready to pull it out. Behind the CD player, you'll see 2 types of connectors. On your right is the FACR connector for the radio antenna. Gently press a small release lever on the side of the connector and gently pull it out. The release lever is very brittle, so be very careful. Next, you need to unplug the quad lock connector for the main wiring harness. You can do so by pressing a small clip at the bottom of this release lever, then pull the lever out like this. Once it's in the fully unlocked position, slowly pull the quad lock connector out. Now that you have removed the radio and CD player, the next step is to remove the flap covering the CD player. On either side of the flap assembly are 2 clips that hold it in place. Just push these clips toward the center and you should be able to slide the whole assembly off the center console like this. And that's all we have time for in this video. Make sure to check out the next segment in this series where I show you how to install the Android head unit I purchased for this car. So hit that like and subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you don't miss any of my next updates. Thanks.